So here we are now in Excel, and we have a number of tables of data on this worksheet, which we're going to look at over this and over the next lesson. In this lesson, we're going to look at extracting text from within a text string using left, mid and right. We're going to clean up text then using trim, using proper, using upper and using lower. So in our first table of data, we have text down here in column B. Now we can see that this particular text is actually aligned to the right of the cell, and I mentioned to you earlier on that by default text is aligned to the left of a cell, but in this particular circumstance it has been formatted to be shown at the right of the cell. So it's not as easy sometimes to identify text from the fact that it is positioned to the left or to the right of the cell. So what we're going to do with this table of data is we're going to extract some of the text from these strings of text. Now you can get strings of text in a number of different ways. You can have it from system dumps. So I'm going to show you how you can actually extract useful information from a string of text. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the left function. And what the left function will do is return a string of text starting from the left for a number of characters. So the easiest way to explain this is to show you. So let's start equals left, and you see it says returns the specified number of characters from the start of a string of text, and it's from the start because text starts at the left. So the first thing it's looking for is the text. So where is the text that you want to sort? And in our case it's in B4. And then it's saying the number of characters. So how many characters from the start of the string do you want to extract? And in this case we want to extract, let's say, 3 characters. Now this number characters is in square brackets, and if something is in square brackets it does mean it can be ignored, but we want to pull out a specific number of characters, which is 3. And if we hit enter, we see that we have extracted the first 3 characters from that particular text. Now if we look again, it is formatted to align to the right. Now the mid function, and the mid function will extract text like the left function but from the middle of a text string. So let's go equals mid, and returns characters from the middle of a text string given a string position and a length. So you need the string position and you also need the length. So the text is where we're starting, so we're starting with our text over here again. Our start number, well, let's extract the 3 digits in the middle of each one. So it starts at character number 4. You see AST is 3 and character 4 is number 3. How many number characters do you then want to pull out? Well, we have 3 digits, so we want to pull out 3 characters, and we can close our bracket and hit enter. You see the way we have extracted 3, 5, 6 from these ones, and down here we don't have numbers, these have letters in them, so it's extracted the letters. So it doesn't matter whether they're letters or they're numbers within the string of text, you can still pull out the characters that you wish. Now the right function is quite the same. It returns the specified number of characters from the end of a string of text, so the end being the farmost right. So text and the number of characters again that we want to extract, well, we want to extract 3 and hit enter, and you see we've pulled off the last 3 characters from this string of text, HUY, HUY, and we can fill this down. Now I mentioned earlier as well about the isText function, and what the isText function will do is it'll identify whether something is a text or is a number. So let's have a look at isText, and it's a logical function because it returns either a true or a false result. So let's go with this one here, the mid, and let's see if it's text or if it's numbers. And you can see that it has pulled all of this in as text. Now the reason why I selected this was because
these mids here, some of these are numbers and some of these are text. But when you extract from a string of text, it remains as a string. Now, here is a quick tip for you. If you take that cell and add 0, it will become a number. So let's do is text over here. And you see it's false because it's not text. So if you want to convert a text-based number to a number-based number, you need to add 0. And that's just a quick tip slightly off the side there for you. Now, the last formula or function that we're going to look at in this particular table is the len function. And the len function will calculate the length of a string of text. So let's just have a look at the len function. So this returns the number of characters in the text string. And we'll select our text and hit enter. And we'll just copy that down, and I'll double click to copy it down. And what that has done now is actually counted the number of characters within that string of text. The next table of data, I'm going to show you how to clean up text strings of data. And there's a number of functions that you can use to actually clean up your text. Now, you might need to clean your text for a couple of reasons. You might have typos, you typed it in yourself. If it's a system dump, it might not come in properly. So there's a number of reasons why you want to clean up your text. Now, what I have here is a list of names, and we're going to look at the trim function, the proper function, the upper function, and the lower function. Now, with the trim function, what the trim function will do is the trim function will remove any additional spaces that are in text that shouldn't be in text. So, for example, you see here this name, Diernan O'Toole, and there's quite a large space between the first and the second name. This name here, Dylan Guilfoyle, has spaces before the name Dylan, which probably shouldn't be there. So let's have a look at what trim will do. So trim removes all spaces from a text string except for single spaces between words. So this is a great little function for cleaning up your text. So you select your text and you'll see that it quickly removes all the spaces that are in the text that shouldn't be in the text. Now, you can also then use proper, and what proper will do is proper will put capital letters, uppercase letters, and lowercase letters in the correct place. So equals proper. So converts a text string to proper case. The first letter in each word is uppercase and all other letters to lowercase. So we will select proper, we will select our text, and I will hit enter. And you'll see Diernan O'Toole was all capital letters, and now it's being corrected. The same with Emily O'Carroll. She had a small e at the start, and now it's gone to a capital E. So you can see that these are all now in the proper format. Now you can also convert everything to upper cases very easily in Excel. So equals upper, and converts a text string to all uppercase letters. And we can select our text string and we'll just fill that down, and you'll see that's now all uppercase letters. And lower, guess what lower does? Lower will convert everything to lowercase letters. So we can select this and we'll just convert them all back to lower, and you'll see there all the letters have been brought back down to lowercase. So there are some of the functions and the formulas that you can use to actually clean up your text.